guys, Ramblin Bob here again. So I want to go back and use this other product here that I've had on the channel before, and I just want to show you. Let me readjust this camera thingy here. There we go. Okay, I want to show you this. These are called the UCO candles. I keep these. These are an awesome thing for emergencies or camping or whatever you want to do outside. So these are basically little candles here with special either beeswax candles. These are the normal traditional wax style, or you could get the beeswax ones. These run 9 hours, guys. One candle, 9 hours, in these specially designed little boxes. So we, as you can see, we love the UCO candles. I call it UCO. I don't know if it's UCO or UCO, but there's a reason I'm making this video. I was able to make 3 of those into like a little thing where you put like this, and then you put a pan up there, and you could actually cook food and stuff, or you could just use them for heat, or you can use them for light, or I mean, there's so many uses for this little candle. It's a very, very cool little thing. Check this out. See, you put these little things, we call them bullets. So you put the little bullets in there like that, and it's basically a candle. See, that's half burnt, so that means it's 4.5 hours on the candle, and it puts out like 9,000 BTUs in its entire life. That's a lot of power for heat and stuff in a like a bad situation. And then it clicks in there. But this design is very special. It's a very unique candle. So there's little slots in the bottom here, and what those allow the air to do is flow in there without interrupting the flow of the actual wick of the candle. To give you an idea, I'm going to do this one in real time. So let's just light it here, and make sure you always have one of these saved, or matches or something like that, if you're going to, you know, have one of these for like a standby or even a camping trip. If you forget this, you know, you can't really rub sticks together, I don't think, and start these, you know. So here, let's use it. It's a really tiny one. And then the trick to preserving energy, obviously, is put the, you could do it 2 ways. You can put this all the way on low and use it that way, or if you want to do it the old-fashioned style, you take one, you take it off and light the other 2 with that one. That way you don't use much of the propane or whatever gas is in here. It's a weird name. I forgot the name of it. See, it's half gone. But you won't use that if you know, you use one candle like the other one. So notice how, as I move my hand around, you see the candles? So that's a lot of interruption of the airflow like that. See that? So this is a specially designed box. So you put that in there, or container, or whatever you want to call it. But you put it like that, and now look at, do you see how it barely moves? So it's literally blocking all that wind, so it burns more efficiently and brighter. And notice how tall, see how tall they got? They got very, very long. So that's a good thing, because more wick, not more wick, more flame, more light, and more heat. So that gets very, very hot very quickly. I'll show you guys just an idea. Remember, I literally just started it, and already it's up to 95 degrees. So we'll let that go for a minute, but that's not why I made the video, guys. This is why. Now, it got squished up. I bought this. This is not a sponsored review. I bought this. This is a miniature version of this, and I wanted this for a long time. Look at it, really got bumped up in the, they put it in a bag, Amazon. They put it in a bag, and look at it, all got squished. However, the entire thing inside, it looks like it's still in good shape. So let's see. Yeah, see, it's good. This is a mini, look, it's like a little baby version, except this thing got pumped around here. So let's see if we can maybe lock that down somehow. Let me see, how do you open this? Okay, you got to turn it like that. There you go. So it unlocks the same thing, except look, it's a little baby version of it. I think this is absolutely awesome. But like I said, the glass got kicked around here a little bit here. So let me see. Maybe it's on an angle on purpose. Nope. See, okay, I had to lock it back in that little thing right there. So see, now it's nice and flat. So basically, you remove this little piece of tape, I'm assuming. Boy, it's really in there good. How do you get that out of there? You just got to cut it? Maybe you got to cut it and tear it? I don't know, guys. Let's try something here. Ugh. Okay, so you just rip it. So you rip it out of there, and then you rip it out the other side. And then you want to make sure you get it all, because, you know, you don't want something like this to start on fire inside there. That would be pretty bad. Okay, so let's see here. You don't want any fire unless you know, like purposefully want the fire. Okay, so, but that's hard to get out of there, guys. Maybe they should rethink that. Okay, so there I got it. So finally, that's basically a shipping thing. It says remove before using. And that's kind of like a, duh, you know what I mean? So some people still might not know, but basically what goes in this little thing, look how tiny that is, guys. It's like a little, it's so cute. Look at that. It's a baby version of the UCO candle. Look at that. So basically this is like a pocket sized, or you could put it inside your backpack or whatever. And remember, it's going to put out that much. Like, well, here, watch this, guys. Watch the heat on these things. It's crazy. Remember, I just started at 114. So this surface is going to get so hot that it'll warm up your hands instantly. Plus, not to mention, all the heat from the candles is coming out into this room. So if you had this in a tent, that would be awesome for a finger warmer. But this is like a single size, or single serving, if you will, finger warmer. So it basically, you get these, and these you can get anywhere, guys. They sell these like at Wally World or Amazon. You can buy them by the ton, right? It's basically a little candle in this little thing. You see, it's all mushed up here, but normally this will pop out of there. So basically they drip wax in there, they put a wick in there through the other side, and then squish it together and call it a day. But that is a candle that lasts a long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that in there, and we're going to start it. Now, make sure that when you use a candle, guys, there's a lot of disagreement about this. I recommend no more than 1/4 of an inch for the wick. So if it's that big, well, let me show you what it'll do. It'll burn too fast and too hot. So you basically just set it right in there. See, it just sets right in there. And the ones from Amazon or Walmart will fit in there too. But this is the one that came from official UCO. See, in 1971 established. And then you got to light it first, guys. Okay, so then let me bring this down here a little bit more. Let me bring that like that. Okay. I was really excited. This isn't a very expensive product. It's like 20 bucks. But I really, and listen, that's real glass and a real aluminum or real metal. So that's a good thing. It's not like a plastic, junky thing. These are well-made products. Okay, so watch. I'll light this up here, guys. Okay. Oh, lighting it the first time always takes time. Okay, so there you go. Now the same thing, right? You see how it doesn't have a chance to burn equally because all the wind in this room by my hand, right? So the neat thing is, if it was totally calm, you'll see that the flame. See, even when I talk near it, you see how it moves? So that's where this comes in. It has these little air pocket things, and it sucks air in through the bottom and stuff. So now watch this. When you put this on here and you lock it down, that simple. Look at this. Do you ever think you could take that with a candle and move it? And I don't recommend this, obviously, if it's been burning for a while because you got the wax. But guys, look at that. Like you could literally shake it. Here, check this out. Don't do this. But here, you see that? And that candle stays perfectly lit. So now if you let it sit like this, you can hang this off of, something, obviously be very aware of where you're hanging it. But you could, put this on a hook and hang it from the top of a tent or something like that, or top of your van or your RV or wherever. In your fishing boat, if you're out fishing and you can put this, hanging off the boat somehow, you'd have kind of a night light there, and all the bugs would go to that probably. But you see how it just burns? So that'll literally burn. Now, obviously, it's not going to have as big a flame as those, because those are huge. But let's see. I'll put this up here so you can watch it in real time, and that way we can see as far as the size of it here, and just a beautiful little glow. Just beautiful. And then that'll burn all night. Now that'll get bigger. You'll see that grow a little bit more as the wax kind of melts out of the way and makes that pool in the middle. See, those are a little taller. All these I burnt already, but like I said, they go like 9 hours, so that's a long time. So we'll let that go. This basically, if you have a tent or something like that, you could warm up your fingers. Now watch, we just lit that, right? So the top plate already is 112 degrees, right? 156, I must have got right in the middle here. Let me stand up so I can see it better. So about 106, okay? So I must have got right in the flame. Yeah, to get 156, I must have hit just right on the flame, which that's not fair because, up here. But guys, this feels wonderful. If you were fishing and you wanted something to warm your fingers up, this is a winner. I mean, you could literally carry it like this down to the, down to the lake or to the river where you go fishing, and you could literally just hold it like this. Kind of like, in those old books, the old, what was it, William Shakespeare and stuff like that, in the olden times where they had, everything was candle lit, and you could hold that as you go down fishing, and you could sing that, that song from Andy Griffith, you know, with the whistling. And then you could go down there, set it wherever you're fishing, and then that could warm up your fingers while you're waiting for the catfish to bite. Those of you who go on catfish hunting or fishing, if you will, you know, you have to go out at night because that's when they come out, the catfish for the most part, and they're the most hungry then. Kind of like your cat. Your cat wanders around the house late at night and looks for food. Now, there's more stuff in here. We're gonna let that burn. We're gonna learn some things about it. So you have 20 luminance. So that's the brightness. So that's just a very, very light little thing. So like this puts out a lot. This you'd be able to sleep next to. So, you know, this too, but it's a little bright for some people. This you could probably read next to. But this one is neat because if you just want like ambiance, right? Just a little bit of ambiance at night, almost like a night light, but you have just a tiny bit of heat. This isn't going to heat up a cabin or anything like that, but it certainly will heat up your fingers. Here, let's test it again. See? Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. 142 degrees in the center now. I was right in the center on that one. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe I missed it again. Okay, 130 there. It's 134. So we're definitely getting into temperatures where you can most certainly warm up your hands. That's not even an issue. So if you hold your hands like this, and then all that frostbite, you know, you know, your hands get chilly like that, and not frostbite, but before you get frostbite, this could be a finger saver for sure. Let's see the heat up the big one now. See, the big one's 111 on the plate, and obviously it moves around. It gets higher or lower here. Let's take a random. See, 107, but it doesn't feel like that, guys. There is a ton of heat coming out of there. Like if I go on the side here, like 120, that is good feeling heat right there. It's really, really good. And if you want to use, I have it somewhere in here, guys. Hold on one second. Let me find it. Just give me 1 second. Just stare at the box here. Give me a second. I'm sorry. All right, I'm trying to find a certain product that I have sitting in here somewhere. Okay. Let me see. Actually, guys, let me pause the video for a second and let me find what I'm looking for, and it'll help. Okay, guys, sorry about that. You know, I don't like to pause videos. I like to have real-time reviews. Okay, so I found it. This is basically what's known as a stove fan, and it has, I think the name is a Peltier chip or something like that. It starts with a P, and basically with it converts heat into electricity, and then it turns this fan, and then the hot air coming out of here will go towards you. So it's really cool. So I'll set this here, and you'll watch in real time how this thing will start turning. Okay, hopefully that's on video. Let me go up a little bit more. Okay, there you go. And we can look at what's in here while we're waiting for that, and you'll see it in, like I said, in real time. So we'll put this over here so it doesn't affect it, and that doesn't affect it. Okay, and you'll see that eventually this will start twisting like that and blow the air towards the camera. So we're looking to see what we got here. You get hiding on the bottom. See there's more. There's three more candles. So each candle can last a very significant amount of time. I think these last like 4 hours a piece. You know, it's a little dinky thing like that, but imagine that, warming up your hands for 4 hours at a time. We're going to read side of the box here. So you got the BTUs is 450 BTUs. That's plenty to warm up your fingers. This is 9,000, guys, just to give you an idea. With all those going, and you'll see that pretty soon it'll start turning that. But this has been very, oh, see that? Guys, look at that. I just touched it and it's just starting having to move. So there you go. And the hotter that gets, the faster this will go. And any hot air coming up will be pushed towards me now. So very, very cool. This, and this, as far as a safety package, you know, for backup. But here, look at that. I'm going to turn it towards me a little bit here. Okay, now it's towards the camera a little bit. And you can see how fast it's going. I mean, it's going, right? Okay, so it weighs, was it 3.5 ounces? Guys, this weighs nothing. Literally nothing. Oh, that's hot. Wow, that was hot. Okay, so 3.5 ounces, and I put my hand right here. Holy cow, that's really warm coming out of there. So watch out for that plate, guys, for sure. Let me, if I can find my laser beam here. Let's see what that is in there. Shows about 140 in the center. So as you can see, 140, you can see, I literally, ooh, that was hot. So 140 degrees of heat coming from that little candle right there. That's a lot, right? And that's even more, because look at what it's doing. Like this couldn't turn that, but if you had a handful of them, you could. But the neat thing is, this is able to put that much heat. Look how fast it's going now. All right, let's see. So a 4-hour candle. So that little dot right there, that little dot can put on 4 hours like that. 4 hours, guys. 2 of those will get you through the night, right? 2 of those. Now, how much do these cost? You can literally get these on Amazon or Walmart for a couple bucks for like 100. Like the real, I think it's like $7 for 100 of them. That's nothing. And you have 100 times 4. It's 400 hours worth of backup for light or warming the fingers or anything like that. That's really cool. Here's your height. 4 inches is the height. Remember, don't touch this. That is hot. The width is 2.25 inches. So basically the width of my, almost a little bit less than my pinky, which is not much. And let's see what else we got in here. That's pretty much it. So you got a glass chimney. That's what they're talking about, a glass see-through chimney. You never really have to clean them, although I recommend that you kind of take the dust out of it. That's why I put them in a plastic, like a, I think, what is a stereolite tote or Rubbermaid or something like that. And it keeps the dust out of getting inside the candles, because dust, if it builds up enough, can start on fire. If you think about your dryer, you know, that little quilt that you're making in the lint cleaner thingy that's making a blanket right now, you want to take that and put that in the garbage. So don't collect that. Let's keep it for fires. If you have outdoor fires and you're fishing or camping or something like that, that is a fantastic fire starter for a campfire. It is absolutely awesome because it's already dry and it's very easy to ignite. You also have twist lock base, which we saw, and then we have, oh, and the outside, guys, here, look at this, look at that. About 79 degrees. So literally you can pick it up and hold it like this all day, like all day. So you can walk around with this way, or you can walk around like this way. So either way, I'd recommend almost like this, because it's so, I mean, other than the wax, you see the wax starting to move around in there. So you got to be careful of that, guys. But this is very, very safe little thing. We've used these for years now. Let's see, and then you get 4 little candles, which one obviously came inside the UCO candle, and then I have 3 more. But like I said, I could go right now, no jokes, I can go right now to the dollar, we used to call it the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. Now we call it the $1.25 tree. You know, because prices, boy, inflation is getting everybody. So $1.25, you can get a whole box of these, or like a baggy thing, and it's like, I think it's like 24 candles like this. You know, for $1.25, like, what are you gonna do with $1.25? Nothing. Like literally, you can't even pay for a darn pay toll anymore with $1.25. So this is a very, very cheap, efficient way to stay warm or keep some. Look how fast it's going. Or keep. See, I can feel the heat already. Keep some light and some heat in you. And then like where you're camping. And then this here. Oh, there's something in there. Oh, mystery prize. This is a very cool little pouch. Very cool little pouch, and inside it is the instructions. Oh, I thought it was something fun. Okay, so that's the instructions, guys. Basically, going over what I just said. I mean, it's a very simple thing. It's a candle, guys. It's really a candle. Very, very simplistic. You can use, obviously, a lighter or a match. I mean, this is all basic stuff. I don't know why they even have, other than the twist part, I can understand, but why you'd need literally an instruction this big for a candle, but who knows, you know, the world's getting weird. This is kind of nice. This is actually much better. I don't know if you can tell the quality. It's actually very thick. I was very surprised about that. This could work as a glove. You know, it's like that thick. You know, if you had 2 of these and you put these and then you tie these shut, you know what that would do? Keep your fingers from frostbiting if you were stuck in your car somewhere waiting for the tow truck. And then use that to, you know, keep a little bit of area warm in your car or something like that. But like something like this would warm up your whole car. I really believe. Remember, it's 9,000 BTUs. That's almost as much as a Mr. Buddy heater propane thing. That's a lot of power coming out of there. But yeah, that's. I mean, look at it. It's making this thing turn, right? So you got hot air coming towards you, and then you can use this one, you know, to hang above you or something like that. You know, to use as a night light or a safety light or something like that. A night light is perfect. I mean, 4 hours like that, you can fall asleep to that every night. Even though I don't recommend it unless you make sure this is in a safe place. This itself is a very safe container, but make sure that you put it on something that's not flammable and that's away from things that are flammable, because, you know, you don't want to wake up and find out that you had a mishap. That's not cool. You can even make your own candles like this, guys, if you got the bigger ones. That's a brand new one. That's what they look like. And you see, like all these, I burnt for a little while. It's fun, you know, when you first get this thing, you know, you explore and play with all this stuff, and very simple. So we actually found a piece of copper that we poured hot wax into. We melted a bunch of candles, or random candles from the dollar store, and not dollar store, but the like the thrift stores and rummage sales. And then we made our own little, like a bullet camera, if you a bullet candle, and you know, you just put the wick, you drill a hole right down the center, put the wick in there, or you set the wick in there and then you pour this in there and hold the wick up the middle until it gets a little bit hard in the middle, and then it turns into this, and then you just poke it out with your finger after you take the cap off the bottom, and it turned into a perfect. I made hundreds of these, like literally hundreds of these, but these are the official ones. So you can save all the headache of melting and all the, because sometimes you mix a lot of the ones you get at the dollar store, you get the weird smells, the cherry candle from 1940 and the pineapple candle from the whatever concert that was in 2008 or whatever. So they make candles for all different reasons, and the scented ones sometimes are really bad, and sometimes you don't know they're scented if they're old until you burn them. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, how simple is that? That's awesome. And you put 3 there together, and that would heat up this entire room. I guarantee it. I was able to put the room up like almost 10 to 20 degrees, literally, by these 3 candles running for 9 hours. It literally, because remember, it's a very small little area, but that was able to put the temperature up from like, I think 60 to 80, like no jokes, like 20 degrees almost. And, if you were in the cold like that, you could tell it puts out a lot of power, because this thing usually doesn't start until it's like 300 degrees of heat. So I don't know what it is now. Obviously we're not going to see the real temperature because we're not underneath that plate. I don't know if I can get it underneath there. See, it's only 119 on the side, but it's hard to get underneath that. Maybe I can shoot it this way. Let's see what that says. Yeah, see, 170. It's got to be more than that, because these chips don't activate until the chip is like I think it's like 300. Oh, I see, that was very hot. That was like 300 degrees or something like that. Yes, I don't think I can get it, but yeah, these don't usually activate until like 300. Those of you who have stove fan thingies like that, let us know what yours activates at 250 or 300. But it takes a lot to make that thing turn. A lot of heat and a lot of energy to make that. I think it's called a Peltier chip or something like that. It's got a weird name, almost like a French name or something, but I wish these came with those, though. That would have been neat. Maybe I could sneak that in there and buy a couple more of these. Nope, it's not big enough, guys. Oh man, maybe I could talk to them, and maybe they have a pouch. That'd be nice, because that's a nice protective pouch. And this way you could put that in there, and then a handful of these in there. But I would like that for, look, it's almost the dang size of his eye. I would like that for these, and that way they don't get all scratched up and stuff. These have been kind of bumped around for like almost a year and a half now. But that's it, guys. That's the review of this little guy. I think it's like 20 bucks. UCO is a very, very, very reputable company, and like I said, other than the wax in there that you have to be careful for, because obviously that spills like like water or soda pop. It's that fluid now, just the top part. But this is a very, very decent little. I've been waiting a long time to get that. I bought it with my own money, 20 bucks. I think it was $19.99, something like that. And then I had it delivered right away. But I just had to get it and make a video because I like these so much, guys. I recommend them highly. This is one of my favorite products ever on the channel. Literally, over all the power stations, everything. I think this, and very, very simple reasons. It works, it's quiet, it creates heat. You can cook on it, literally. If you have enough of these, 3 or more, you can literally cook stuff on it. You can put a stove fan up there and actually have the air come towards you like that, and it'll circulate it around the room. There's so much you can do. You can read by it. They have the lights. You have the light just for in a tent or something like that. You have a very safe container to have it in. They're so easy to maintain. Here, I'll take it apart real quick so you guys can kind of see from start to scratch here. Let me leave that turning up there. It's turning much faster, by the way, than what it shows on the video, because that's the frame rate thingy of the GoPro. Sometimes they match. You guys ever seen a helicopter and it looks like the blades aren't turning? Yeah, that's a frame rate thing. Okay, so let's come down here. And then basically I'm going to dismantle this real quick here, and it literally takes seconds. So you just twist these and you set them like this, and I set them upside down. The reason for that is because I'll show you in a second. See, like that. Oh, see, there's a little bit of wax that got out there, and then here's another one, and then that's why. Okay, so this is perfect. So notice that this one has a little cup that it sits in. So if you take them out this way, that happens. And if that was, obviously wait till it's cool, but if that had any hot wax on there, that would have dripped on your hand. So make sure these are cool before you take them out. And that's what they burn. That's what they look like after they're burnt. And then this is a thing on the side, so you can actually see, you can watch the candle go down. So that way you know how much time you got left. So if you want to do it, you can mark it you know, 7 hours, 6 hours, and you can literally, like, I wish they would have done that, but I guess that's not 100% accurate, because depending on how big the flame is, you know, that might be disingenuous to the time. So guys, you can see it right on the side. When it gets down to that little silver thing all the way down there, or the candle disappears, it's time to put a new one in there. So very simple. And then you have these here. And then, boy, this is almost like technology, guys, because it really is. I could ramble about this for a long time, because this was such a cool product. So there's all three out, and then you get the three little springs here, and basically what you do is you take out these little chips, so like little chips, and you can either I throw them away, but you could either use them and melt them down again into, you know, the candle thing, and then use them that way. Or you can put some really heavy-duty tape around here and some tape here. Fill this with wax with the no candle wick in it, and then you can fill this up, and it makes the exact shape. And then you take either your hands or sandpaper, and you sand it down until it moves freely like this within that shaft, and that way you can build your own candles, or make your own candles. And then here, I'll put it back together. It's so, guys, it's so simple. So you just push this down, and it has only one way it goes in there, and it locks. That's it. It's so simple. That's why I call them bullets. It almost looks like bullets that you load. But very, very simple things, guys. Push it down, put them in there, lock it, make sure they're all in there safe. You don't want them to tip over anything. As you can see, you can hold the whole thing by either one of them, and then you put the top on, and you find the grooves, and you twist it, and you're done. There you go. See, I got one little dirty spot I have to clean in there. But that's it, guys, the UCO candles. The link is down in the description for Amazon. I'll also, if I can, I'll put the website for where I got them. I got them from Amazon, though. So if you want to check them out, feel free. I think this is an absolute monster product for an idea for heat, lights, cooking, just emergencies. This is a must-have. And now this is a super must-have, because it's so cheap, guys. It's so cheap. 20 bucks for the candle. You get a very decent quality made candle. It's not plastic, and like I said, it's metal. The only plastic is on the bottom. And then you know, these candles, they got to be at like a quarter, 30 cents. They're nothing, guys, for that much 4 hours of heat for your fingers when it's cold. Yes, please. All right, guys, that's it. That's the UCO mini candle and the standard candle. So if you want to check them out, check out the link, and then I'll see you guys here. Ramble on, be safe, and I'll see you here next time on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Great product. Love it. Bye, guys.